Actually, not in-game, we cannot select anything. So a few times, if you guys wonder why we're not looking at it, don't blame us, but blame the guys controlling the camera. And I really wonder how Fly could have 50 food supply, or 50 food, when Lyn was still at 40, while barely anything happened. Yes, Fly did sell 1 or 2 items, but other than that, it was a completely identical game. And there must have been like a big delay in the burrow. I think Lyn made a crucial error by forgetting one of his supply buildings, and that really allowed Fly to get those units out earlier. And when the big fight started, Fly had a little bit more experience on his Shadow Hunter as well, so he got the level 3, the level 2 healing wave. That is massive, but I did not even feel that made the biggest difference. I just felt that in Orc vs Orc, the Kodo Beast is the key unit of the army, and you really saw straight away Fly's Kodo Beast got ensnared once, but after that he ate it and he kept it very high on HP. Always throw the healing waves on it, always get the Spirit Link. Well, meanwhile, Lyn only had 1 Kodo Beast, did not put Spirit Link on it, and then it died quite quickly against the Raiders and the Blade Master, and that was just a crucial mistake. Losing that Kodo Beast, you lose so much damage output, you lose so much HP within the Orc army, and yeah, it's just almost impossible to win an Orc vs Orc fight without a Kodo Beast.
So second map coming up, nicely predicted. Rotterdam is going to be Turtle Rock here. We do have Lyn in the game already. We're just waiting for Fly to get himself in there as well. We did wait for Fly for quite a while in that first one, so we'll see if he gets himself in here quickly. But talk us through the map a little bit for those that not maybe so familiar.
Turtle Rock is very similar to Twisted Meadows in the way it's played out. It's a 4-player map. There are a lot of big creep camps on this map. You can pick up a lot of really powerful items. The spawning positions are going to be very, very important. If it's close position, it's going to be a bit tougher to creep early on. Also, if you would, for instance, spawn at the left top side and the other guy spawns at like the left bottom side of the map, then you're gonna meet each other always on the left corner side of this map, and it's always quite risky to go way out of your route and creep something on the right side of the map. So spawning positions are going to be crucial. And other than that, we're going to see the same units of these two guys, because after all these years of Warcraft 3, we just figured out that Blade Master, Shadow Hunter, Grunt Raider Walker, Grunt Raider, Spirit Walkers, and 1 Kodo Beast up to 50 supply is the way to play this game. And you can try other stuff, but you're gonna need a miracle to pull it off. Just because the Blade Master is such a powerful hero, it can shut down almost any other strategy.
Now we see the crowd for this game, and actually a fairly decently sized crowd for so early on a cold Saturday morning.
It is cold here.
Freezing cold, like instantly overnight. Like when we walked in here yesterday, it was fairly warm. When we left, it was absolutely like -5 degrees or something ridiculously cold.
I knew it was going to be cold in Korea, but I did not expect it to be this cold. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like sometimes we have a really nice bar in our hotel, and all right, guys, I'm going to keep that story. We'll be right back with Game 2 between Lyn and Fly.
The World Cyber Games 2011, it's the semi-final of Warcraft 3, the second semi-final. It's Lyn versus Fly. The scoreline is 1-0 for the Chinese Orc player here. And obviously Lyn, playing on home soil, wants to get to his first World Cyber Games Grand Final. And, well, to make it a non-all-Chinese final more than anything, I guess. And, he wanted to win that. We heard from Moon that he really wanted to win a World Cyber Games this year. Didn't quite work out for him, and Lyn is now the one flying, the flag for Korea.
Yep, and it would be the second time in Warcraft 3 history we would have 2 Chinese players in the final. Of course, we had that in 2009 as well, when the overall final was Infi against Fly 100%, which Infi managed to win. That was played on Chinese soil, though, in Chengdu. It was an amazing tournament. I do want to point out one other thing, Joe. I really always love the video graphics that these guys use at World Cyber Games. I think they always look very, very fancy and cool and really well done. So I don't know who's doing the video stuff for World Cyber Games, but mad props to you, son. If you have a Twitter, I'll follow you.
So we've got the cross-spawn positions on the top side of the map. This time, obviously, Fly spawning down in the 4 o'clock position. Lyn up in the 11 o'clock position as the Blue Orc, and we are going to get those initial scout peons moving over. And actually, Fly is the one who's gone straight away gut feeling for Fly there to go across map, and it's going to work out for him.
Yes, indeed. Well, the way that this plays out is what I mentioned. We're going to see a lot of creeping done on the right side of the map. It's going to be very tough to get that Goblin Merchant. I'm really curious to see if Fly is going to do the same thing as he did yesterday. Straight away run to that Goblin Merchant and pick up that Ogre Magi. And try to pick up that item and that also important Watcher Ward at the Goblin Merchant. On this map, if you kill the Ogre Magi, which is guarding the Goblin Merchant, control. In StarCraft 2 terms, you could see it as a Cell Naga Watchtower, which you will never lose. So you're going to have a Cell Naga Watchtower for the rest of the game.
So both players going back there and selling that town portal. And actually we see Lyn already starting off there by that Goblin Merchant.
Yep, this is actually quite good for Lyn right now. He's going to be able to pick up the throw at least. Well, he has an unfortunate tome, no tome of experience. That is nice for Fly. Fly will force a cancel on that voodoo launch. These two guys love canceling voodoo launches, man.
Yeah, I think Fly's is actually going to be coming up this time, which for the last 2 or 3 games we've seen between these guys, obviously in the super match yesterday as well, it was Fly who really had so much ridiculous no voodoo lounge for so long in those games. So here we are seeing once again Lyn sniffing around, going for the last hit.
This
on
is nice.
the
I think this is going to be really nice for Lyn. He's going to have to be patient. One more hit, and now he will be able to get it. And he picks up the item as well.
Wow.
Very, very good start right now for Lyn. This is massive. The Blade Master of Fly is quite low on HP. He's going to have to go back. He's going to have to heal up, which will give Lyn a timing window again to do a risky creep. Perhaps even pick up that Ogre Magi in the middle of the map. And it seems like he wants to do so. Both players want to get the boost of speed. Who's going to be the faster clicker? It seems to be that... show us the clock, man. Show us the clock. Why you know show clock?
Yeah, waiting here, and is going to go in. Continue on this camp. And actually, Fly has gone right away from this one.
This is a fantastic start for Lyn right now. Lyn is going to pick up that Ogre Magi and a Pendant of Energy. That's a great item. Wow, and Snag goes off on the grunt of Fly 100% as well. This could have not started possibly any better for the Korean Orc.
Yeah, those Troll Trappers helping out. Apparently it's Lyn's turn to get a little bit of favour from the map. And there goes the kill onto that grunt. And that will give level 2 on this Blade Master. Obviously, Fly's Blade Master quite a way behind that. Yeah, that's going to be bad news. We are seeing the tier 2 coming up now, way over halfway done actually for Lyn. Yeah, that's going to be bad news. We are seeing the tier 2 coming up now, way over halfway done actually for Lyn.
Yep, in Warcraft 3 it takes a lot longer to tech up than, for instance, in a game like StarCraft 2. Of course, if you play Zerg and you have Hatchery and you want to upgrade it to Layer, you can do that and it will be done in, I think, 100 StarCraft seconds or 80 StarCraft seconds, which would be like 45 to 60 real seconds. In Warcraft 3 it really takes quite long, so it happens once in a while that a player completely forgets to tag, and that's pretty much game over, because that basically means that your entire game plan is delayed for 2 minutes, and that's not something you're going to bounce back from.
Oh, we see right now, once again, Lyn just scouting around. He sees the creep camp there is dead, and he could get in for the last hit on this turtle. And I don't think he did right now. We saw the level up, actually, on Fly's Blade Master.
Oh, but he did pick both of the... sorry, Joe, but he did pick up both the mini turtles. So, despite missing the big fella, he did pick up both the small ones. And that's still 20 and 20 experience. So, that is pretty nice.
And... actually, Lyn's Blade Master coming in now into Fly's main base. Going to have a bit of a look around there. We see these grunts coming in as well. There are 3 versus 3 in and around that area.
Nice Braveheart fight, man. It's like, all right, let's meet without heroes. I'll fight for my country.
There we go. There's the one.
Surround. We're going to see another surround right now. Oh, it's going to be close. Fly does get his Blade Master in the fun, though. So now the grunts of Lyn are forced to retreat. Lyn perhaps forced to cancel on either of the 2 tech buildings, but we did not see that. I apologize for that.
Blade Master just trying to run these grunts away. That will work out.
Oh, Lyn is still lurking around. He wants to perhaps once again steal a turtle, steal a creep. He's going to hit the grunt straight away. Very smart, realizing that Fly cannot creep on anymore. Oh, the grunt is taking quite some damage right now from those creeps as well. Lyn is playing fantastic this game, man, on Turtle Rock. Seriously, everything that Lyn has been doing since minute 1 has been really, really good.
Yeah, and of course he's 1-0 down here, so if he wants to win this game, he has to pick up this map. So far, so good. Both players are going to be creeping those turtle camps out. Yep. We do have both the second heroes for both players up again. It's going to be the Shadow Hunter.
At least a while ago. Is that the same Lyn from StarCraft 2? Yes, this is the same Lyn. Of course, he was a Warcraft 3 player origin, switched to StarCraft 2, but for the World Cyber Games, he came back and he's playing some fantastic Warcraft 3 so far. Oh, nice item. Oh, Fly picked up the Scorch Bow Charms. That's probably the best item in the game. in Orc Mirror, so that's actually he's a little bit lucky for Fly right now. He does have a very nice Blade Master too, 2 circlets and 1 Slippers of Agility. Even though Slippers of Agility is a minor item, on the Blade Master you could almost say it's a big item, and wow, that's funny actually. I didn't see that upgrade. This is the Berserker upgrade, I believe it's called, which gives 100 additional HP to your grunts. But that's an upgrade I don't really see that often in Orc vs Orc. Most of the time they just stop making grunts anyway. Well, I mean, it makes sense, of course, you can afford it with your amount of lumber, but most of the time you lose quite some lumber economy to the Blade Master res, so you don't see that upgrade being your research straight away.
Once again, we're going to see Lyn come around and try and steal off here. Actually not quite working out, but he is going to sniff around for this big one.
Oh, and Fly brought his Blade Master out of position, so it's just the Blade Master of Lyn over here. Lyn should attack that Shadow Hunter. What are you waiting for, Lyn? I really think, well, he wants to get the turtle, but I really think it would have been better if he went for the Shadow Hunter instead, because right now he's not going to get anything at all.
And we see that Fly just tries to bring it away. Lyn is
Raider out of
still
position.
hanging around
Nice
there.
job right there. Very good job by Lyn, picking up 1 Raider before the fight starts, and here we go, Joe.
Yeah, this Raider is going to go down. It was Hex, obviously a healing wave coming in from that Shadow Hunter, trying to keep him up. There goes the Squall of Speed again. Raider is going to fall. However, Lyn does lose one of his own.
Yeah, so far Fly is actually doing very good in this fight. The Spirit Walkers are dealing a ton of damage. Just now the second Spirit Walker joins in for Lyn, and that Raider is still alive. Man, and that's Blade Master with Vampiric Aura. Vampiric Aura is so extremely good in Orc vs Orc.
One of those grunts for Fly is going to go very low, and he's going to try and micro it away from the fight. It doesn't quite happen for him.
Nope, as long as he keeps the Raider alive, but right now everything actually starts to run quite low for Fly 100%. Look at those grunts, look at the Spirit Walkers. Fly is not paying attention at all. He could have put them in Eternal form. He did not do that. His Blade Master might be able to kill a grunt or two. Nice, 1 more healing wave from Lyn. That Pendant of Energy is really paying off. Blade Master is hexed right now. Windwalk, 1 more hit, and the Blade Master of Fly does fall. Lyn taking a commanding lead right now. Will most likely just wrap this game up.
And we are going to see him push out. Obviously, a few peons coming. There is the Shadow Hunter. He's going to be blocked out here. He's going to get hexed as well. Surely this is the Shadow Hunter going down. There is the surround. And we are going to see this Shadow Hunter going down here. Actually, he's been blocked in by his own peons at one side there. But he's not going to get away from it anyway. And that is surely, Kevin, going to be the game here. And there is the GG. It is 1-1.
In this game, from start to finish, everything he did made a lot of sense. I like his opening. I liked it a lot when he got the Ogre Magi, and he was just always everywhere with his Blade Master. Wherever the grunts of Fly were, Lyn was there trying to get less hits on the creeps. Fantastic game by Lyn. Man, this guy, despite playing so much StarCraft 2 over the last year, he's playing against a Chinese pro Warcraft 3 player who does play some StarCraft 2 as well. I can actually reveal you guys a little secret. Yesterday when I was standing outside